What is up, everyone? We're back. It is 1920 gaming. It is the Kilmarnock career mode. It is FIFA 20 and we are on episode 2 today of our second season. Once again, absolutely looking forward to it. It is going to be a mainly gameplay episode today, and we are no less starting our Europa League qualifying today. If we manage to get through both legs and come out on top, we'll be making our debut in the Europa League proper. It'll be our first adventure in Europe. We did qualify Warsaw for the Europa League last season, but obviously we didn't stick around. So yeah, it'll be our first taste of Europe, so hopefully we can get that done. That's something to look forward to. But if not, we got there earlier than I expected anyway. But of course, you know, just like everyone, once you're there, you want to stay there, you want to progress. So we're definitely going to be giving it our all in there. As well as that, we've got St Johnstone today. In the league, we've started well in the league. If you remember from last episode, if you saw it, you will know the results. If not, it's time to click away now and go and view it. It is up on the channel, so yeah, you might want to see that before you see the rest of this one. For those of you who did, obviously, you know, we got off to the winning start against Rangers. Followed it up somewhat with a point against Hamilton, and then got a nice 2-0 win against Motherwell to round out that episode. So yeah, once we get back and win through this Europa League, we'll have a look at what that does to the league table. But for now, we'll start progressing towards our first ever game in Europe of any kind, other than the pre-season tournaments, which probably don't really count. So yeah, moving on now towards the game. I'm actually really looking forward to this one. It's nice to be in Europe. It's earlier than I expected, but hey, we'll take it all day long. The finances that come from it will be nice as well. It's just already starting to raise the profile of our club, not just in Scotland but around Europe as well, and of course that is our mission. We've said we want to sit at the top table, we want to become a fixture there, so this is the start of that beginning to happen. We do well, maybe we can attract better players, like I say, the finances as well. We'll still probably stick to our business plan at the moment of signing young players, developing them up into something special, and then selling them on. It seems to make the most sense, because as we know, there's not a whole lot of finance in Scotland, so we've got to make it somehow. We can't expect the chairman to keep dipping into his pocket. But yeah, press conference at the moment. I didn't catch what they just asked us there. So yeah, the answer wouldn't make much sense either. But going into this game, like I've said, don't really know much or anything really, if I'm being honest, about the team that we're playing against. I have no idea if they're on our level, if they're above our level. We'll find that out as we play against them, obviously. But yeah, we understand that we need to win. Definitely in the first leg. I would love to be able to wrap this up in just one game. That is the dream at the moment, because then obviously we can play our fringe players in the next leg and not have to worry about fatigue for the league games as well. That's always going to be our strategy, going all the way through when we get to the Champions League and everything else. Wrap it up in one leg if we can do so. But yeah, let's get into this game then. Looking forward to this one. So here we go, we're kicking off our European adventure in just our second season here at Kilmarnock. These guys have lined up with a Man City style 4-3-3. I really wanted to show the intro and that like I normally do for the domestic games, but I'm not exactly sure where we sit using the Europa League graphics and things like that. Same with the Champions League, which sucks. It takes a bit away from it really, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about that. Just got to get on with it. We've gone with our strongest lineup. We've got Parrott up front today instead of Cameron. Other than that, there's absolutely no changes. We're still playing our 4-2-3-1, and we could be in here already, but that's a tame shot from Ince. But yeah, we have gone our strongest. We were always going to. even though we've got St Johnstone up in a few days' time in the next game. Like I said, we want to go all out. We want to try and today pick up enough of a good win that we can play the fringe players in the next game without having to worry about it. But whether we're capable of doing that or not, we won't know till full time, because I literally know nothing about these opponents at all. So we do what we do, we show them enough respect, but we try and show our class as well. We try and put this game to bed as early as possible, and we might be in here already. We are in here already. It is 1-0 to us. We're just 15 minutes in. Ince had a chance earlier on that he didn't take, but he didn't mess up this one. And this guy is on seriously good form at the beginning of the season. At the moment, he had all the time in the world there just to pick his spot. Didn't reach the corner like he probably should have done, really, for the amount of time that he had. But it was good enough. It beat the keeper. There's some power in it, and with how close he was to the keeper, it was the power that finished it off, really. And what a start to our European adventures. 15 minutes in, we find ourselves 1-0 up, and that is, if they count at this point, I'm not too sure about that one. And away goal. And we're just after half time now. The reason why I've cut so much out is because you'll have noticed watching the first few minutes of the game, we could be, and we are in again here. That's 2-0 now with Thomas, and that is a bit of breathing space. But the reason why the video, the match has been cut to pieces is because for one reason or another it is jumping and glitching all over the place. It weren't doing that when I was playing, and it didn't look like it was doing it as I was recording. Unfortunately though, it is doing that, so we're just going to show the goals probably in this match. And that is Thomas's first in Europe, and it is our second of the night. We have breathing space now. Hopefully we can go and press on and get 1 or 2 more, and like I said, wrap this tie up in this first leg. That would be really ideal. We'll see whether we can get that done or not. At the moment it's not looking like it. As you can see, we've got 2 minutes left. We're still 2-0 up. There's been no more goals. There's been lots more chances, but unfortunately we've not been able to convert. They've not created all that much at all, which is a good thing. I'll just once again apologise for the fact that the recording quality has been the way that it is. I'm not sure what's caused it or what's causing it. It happened a couple of times back in the Warsaw career as well, but not all the time, and I'm just not technical enough minded to know what it is. I will try and get it sorted, because I don't want anything to ruin this career. I'm really enjoying this one. And yeah, going on to the sliders for a little bit. The game again was very fun to play. Was difficult. Obviously that probably wouldn't have come across because you've only seen the goals, but it was a difficult game, but it was an enjoyable one as well. So I was still really happy with the sliders, just really gutted about the fact that the recording did what it did. But we move on now, and we go into what's happening before the St Johnstone game. And we've had a transfer offer for O'Donnell, which we're definitely not going to accept. He's our first team right back at the moment. And as I was talking about the first episode in the beginning, as we refuse a loan for Parrott as well. Yeah, how well we did in the first episode, you can see there at the moment. As things stand, we are joint first. And hopefully we get a good enough result against St Johnstone that we can stay there or go outright first. As you can see, the team is a little bit tired in places, but we're not taking any chances. We're going with the same team again for this one, and we'll see how we get on. So looking forward to this one. We'll see if we can continue that momentum like I was just on about. Hopefully the recording will be better in this one and we can actually see some of the game, but it's not started out great as we just saw the skipping and the glitching there. If it continues to happen, it'll just be a goals episode again. And speaking of goals, there could be an early one here already. It's a good save from the keeper though. Thomas did well but Parrott got in his way really. He didn't move enough out the way that he could get a decent enough shot off, which is quite annoying. But in any event, we got a corner out of it and it's a decent positive start. We've got St Johnstone pinned back already. So yeah, hopefully we can have another one of those games where we get a few goals in. Put it to bed early is probably, that is a great little turn there, and that Yearwood's done really well there. He should have had a shot himself really, but we've laid it off for Tonali and unfortunately it's blocked. But yeah, we really could do with getting an early goal or two in this one and putting it to bed straight away. Thankfully, away from all that, the recording seems to have calmed down, so we can actually get to see some of this game. Oh, Yearwood's done absolutely brilliantly there. I don't think he wanted it back, to be honest, but he still managed to keep it anyway. Oh, actually, it was Campbell, sorry. Here's Yearwood now. Can he hit one? He can't. He could get it back across the box, though. He does, but unfortunately, it was far too near the keeper, and he collects that one quite easily. But we've definitely started this game really on the front foot. Really impressed with the way that we're playing at the moment. That would have been a nice 1-2 there if that had came off, but unfortunately that one wasn't to be. We have got it back straight away again though, and Campbell's through this time. Can he shoot? He can. He did right, he hit it across the keeper. Keeper parried it out, but unfortunately we couldn't latch on to the rebound quick enough. But this has been a good aggressive start from us. I'm really enjoying this at the moment. The game itself again is starting in a really positive way. We've got a lot of shots off, been entertaining, much better than last season, and it's just unfortunate that we haven't managed to put it in the back of the net yet. Again, that's probably down to the sliders at play, because I feel like one or two of the chances we've had would normally have gone in. But that's what we want. We don't want to be steamrolling teams 4, 5, 6-0 week in and week out. That would just get boring. We want things like the Hamilton game and stuff like that, where we absolutely bombard teams like we're doing now. But there could be a shock. There was in the Hamilton one. With the sliders the way they are, the computer seemed to only need 1 or 2 chances to put one away. So yeah, it elevates our performance, makes us play better, concentrate harder, and all the good things that you want out of it really. Can't believe that he just ran straight into the defender there. That was unfortunate. They have come away with a ball here as well, and there is a runner down this right wing. There's a fullback as well. That wasn't who I was on about, but yeah, there was 2 running down there that was quite free, which was worrying. And St Johnstone here showing some nice ball movement. That's a good block from Akore though. Robinson does well to pass it out. What a partnership those two are, by the way. Can we get this through on time now? We can't. It's just offside. If that had come a little bit earlier, I feel like there was a square ball on to make that 1-0. It unfortunately wasn't to be. We have got the ball straight back though from the goal kick, and we build. No, we don't build again because we've given it away. But again, we get it straight back, and again we give it away. This is a real sloppy period in the game from both sides at the moment. Miles does well there, but unfortunately he just couldn't take the ball away. We've got it away now though with Tonali. That does have to go down the right wing and play it first time maybe. It wasn't first time. Can Ince's first touch take him away? It has done. This has to be... yeah, that had to be 1-0, but it's not. That was definitely probably the best chance of the game, but the final ball has really let us down there. That's unusual for Ince with the form that he's in this season as well. Campbell did well, and that's some nice 1-2 touch football to work it back into space. Look how deep St Johnstone are lined up already. It's become a 4-5-1 now playing already. Yearwood's got a chance to get Tonali in here. Can he hit it? He can hit it, and what a rocket that is. That is a great way to go 1-0 up. It seemed like, again, it was going to take something like that to score today. He's had a couple of sighters on the edge of that box, but Jesus Christ, he caught hold of that one. And it goes sailing straight into the net. Keeper had absolutely no chance. We might get to see it from a better angle on the replay. That is a beautiful strike. Absolutely beautiful. And I think that's the one, it is the one that opens his account for us as well. He doesn't get forward that often, but geez, if he can hit them like that, we might have another Morgan on our hands there. Oh man, what a goal that was. And yeah, the way that we're playing, I can only see this going one way now. Hopefully it is just a matter of how many we can get. and we still need more than one because we have just played in Europe, keep in mind, a few days ago, and there was some tired players. So we are going to probably have to make changes at some point in this game, but it's been a brilliant first half from us. We've played really, really good stuff. We've defended well when we have had to defend as well. But you've seen the whole of the first half. I've not cut anything out. We haven't really had to defend that much, which again is what I like. It's realistic. You would expect us to be doing this to a side like St Johnstone, especially with the signings we've made. He should have been clipping that across the box there. But even though we're doing that, we're still not running over them, like I said. So I think we might have found a really good place for these sliders here. Yeah, I thought there was a shot coming there. If I was playing that right now, that's what I would have done, but it wasn't a great shot, was it? And oh dear, St Johnstone now on the counter have actually got a lot of players forward here. Wright's got a bit of time and space, but that was absolutely brilliant there from our defence, and we could be in again here. Look how knackered Campbell is already though. He has still left his man for dead, even for being that tired. He didn't hit it. He didn't do anything. I saw the cutback options on, yeah, but he should really have hit that from there, and we might get punished for that here now because it is 4 against 3 in St Johnstone's favour. And that is an absolutely brilliant turn to take the defender out of the game there. It's a good header out by our defence though. And is that half time? That is half time. What's been a really, really good game and an absolute rocket of a goal in that first half as well. So yeah, all is going well. And I did just see there in that split second that we had to look at it, that Rangers are actually at the moment 1-0 down. So yeah, today could be another significant day in the Scottish title race. So we just started in the second half, and St Johnstone have actually come out with a lot more intent than they ended the first half with. As you can see here, they've got overloads on the left, on the right and everything. They're just chucking themselves straight at it early on, and it might work out for them here because they're in. And it has worked out from here as well. Saved by the keeper, rebound comes straight out to one of theirs. And just like that, they are right back in the game right after half time, and with a tiring squad after our European adventures, that is just what we didn't need. It was a good block. I thought the keeper saved it. The defender did get in the way. I think it was Miles. He's got an unlucky bounce, and just like that, they're right back in the game. We just got to recompose ourselves now, do what we were doing in the first half, try and find another way through, and try and put this game back in our favour and back beyond them if we can as well. Awar there has moved to Inter, good signing for them that actually. It's somebody who I have thought about, but there's no way that he would join us at the moment, especially now he's gone to Inter as well. We've got a good ball to Yearwood here on the edge of the box. He's done well to dance in and out. Ince was rather in his way instead of trying to get into space. So we've lost a bit of momentum on that attack there. Ince is now himself waiting for support. He's not getting any though. Tonali puts a great ball into Parrott there. We've worked it well in a nice little triangle there, but it was cut out at the last minute. Yeah, we've got to get back to playing the way we were in the first half. We are looking a bit leggy at the moment. We've not got players bursting forward or getting into space or anything like that. Ince has found someone here though. It's Yearwood, and he's passed that one into the net. And we are now back 2-1 up, and maybe now we can go and press home this advantage, build on it and get these tired players off. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that might be Yearwood's first goal for us as well. Everyone played a good part there. I was just saying how no one got into space. Yearwood didn't exactly burst into it, did he? But he just wandered into it, and he has literally passed that into the corner of the net. It's a beautifully controlled finish, and that is exactly what we needed after that little setback. It put some wind back in ourselves maybe now, and it is time for changes now. Do we bring Cameron on? Parrott's not really played that badly, to be fair. The goal is going to be Yearwood's last contribution in this game. Remember, we do have the second leg of Europe up in a couple of days. So Campbell's gonna come off as well, and I don't remember who I did last. It was power for Ince, obviously. So yeah, we're making the triple change right after the goal goes in. That might be a sign of overconfidence on my part. We'll have to wait and see. And that's just what we have done, and unfortunately, although we have had most of the game, this is a bit of a nice move here. Surely power, he took himself maybe too close to the keeper, but the keeper had no right to save that from there. It was a good chance, but yeah, that's been alright. That's probably the best move of the game since the goals. We lost a bit of momentum after I made the changes. It was bound to happen. We got the job done though. It's another win. I didn't notice whether Rangers got an equaliser or not, so again it could be another significant day for us. Yearwood's got off the mark for us today as well. I'm 90% sure that is his first goal. Really happy with the way he took it. We had a little lapse in concentration for their goal, but in the main we played really well again. Really happy. We were away from home as well. So all we've got left now is the one last game in Europe, where we are already 2-0 up. So not feeling too threatened or anything with that one. I think even though it is 2-0, the level of performance that we showed away from home in the first leg was really encouraging, and it's made me confident enough to think surely with a 2-0 win now, we go into that one with our fringe players maybe. So we're fully rested for the Livingston game, I believe that was in the next episode. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that, and I'm going to leave it with highlights of this game for you guys to watch. I can't remember how it ended myself, so I will end up watching them myself. And yeah, hopefully when I come back for the next episode with you guys, we will still be in Europe. It'll be Europa League proper, obviously, if we do get the job done as well. And yeah, I think that will be that then, guys, and I will see you all in the next episode. It's been great to spend this time with you again. Had a blast making the video. Playing the games is so much more fun now. They're a lot more competitive as well. So yeah, all round really positive, having a good time. Hope you are too, and I will catch you all in the next episode, which is going to be, as we've just seen, Livingston and getting the rest of the transfer window out the way too. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye bye.